Sam's there trying to grow a beard. Come on, you only have 1 month. Seal the deal.
Kia ora.
Are you Boan? And welcome to
Sorry Amma, I married a Kiwi.
I don't know how much to go into this, but I remember it being very stressful when I'd recently arrived in Australia because, first of all, Dad and we'd hired a car, but we were lost on the Brisbane motorway that's underground because we had no data, so no map, and we were just lost and we didn't know where we were going, and that was stressful. And then also you were messaging, and I think you were probably it had time to sink in that I was up for this, and what did that mean? What was the path going to look like? And I think you just kind of reflecting on my different life experiences and how were we ever going to be on the same page coming from such different places. So you were sending me a whole lot of texts about that, and I was trying
I can't remember this. Okay.
Yeah, and I was trying to reply, but Dad, I feel Dad needed me because he was still he's lost in Brisbane. And then we managed to grab some Mexican, me and him, but I kept running to the bathroom to try to reply to you and text being it's gonna work out, it's all gonna be okay. And I was just this is hard.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know that you were lost.
I was lost. And then we went back to the hotel room, and because I'd obviously told Dad a bit about you. Well, he met you by that point, so kind of knew what was happening. And then he had a phone conversation with Jade, with my stepsister, and Dad and I were sharing a hotel room, so we're on two single beds beside each other. And he's having this loud conversation with Jade about the whole situation that I've gotten myself into, and I'm just lying on the bed I can hear you. Really?
What was he saying? He's this Dumbo.
Yeah, it's I started dating this girl, she's from Sri Lanka, but we don't know what the parents are going to do, how they're going to react to this man. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Kill me now. Hi, y'all.
Can you wait till I'm not here to talk about it?
Dad was a real sweetheart though, because also I needed to do some video calls with you, so he went outside and sat in the dark wearing his headphones because we didn't have much privacy.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, he's the best wingman.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Dad. Also important to this time is that I was trying to grow a beard.
Yes. Why were you trying to grow a beard?
Because
One might ask.
I think Emasha somehow slipped into conversation that she had always been attracted to beards.
Not for bearded men, just for beards.
Just lying around. So, Emasha had at one point, a friend had told her to do a visualization exercise, and I always miscommunicate the story, so please take the floor.
No, I was okay, if we are going in this right, it's just going to be a long podcast. I feel many episodes will be on our journey, but I guess that's what podcasts are for. So one of my good friends, Reva, we went to. So I wanted to do skydiving. That was one of the top things on my bucket list, and I wanted to do that for my, I can't remember which birthday, but a few years ago. And it's a bit expensive, to be honest. I just started working, I think, at the time. But luckily I was helping out. So what happened was I was helping out a friend about a bit of a financial crisis he was on. He wanted some advice, and I was maybe say this, maybe do that, and I kind of helped him behind the scenes for something, and then he finally got out of that situation, so he got a bit of a profit out of it. So he just is I need to pay you for this, and I was dude, I was just helping you. And then he said my birthday was coming up, and he knew I was looking for skydiving. And he says okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay for your whole experience. And I was sweet. It was very sweet of him. And he paid for the skydiving experience in Taupo. So me and Reva, we drove down. It was amazing. We had a great time. It's just a talk for another day. But on the way back, and by this time I was thinking to myself, like, I'm getting closer to 30 and I just want to, I thought I would have met my person by this time and all that. So she was telling me.
So instead, I'm going to find myself a beard. And that's how the obsession. No, okay.
That's not what happened. So on the way back, I remember she's somebody who believes in visualization and what's the other word for it? Manifestation. So she told me, like, okay, tell me what are you looking for in a man? This could be for you guys if you are somebody who's looking forward to meet your person. Because so I was trying to say, oh no, like, I know what I want, and like she's like, oh no, it's okay, I just tell me. And I was like, okay, this is that. She was like, no, take your phone out right now. She was driving and I was in the front seat. She was like, take your phone right now, just take a notepad and then start writing.
And listeners, this is a really great exercise if you want to manifest your own Sam.
Oh, Emasha. So yeah, you start. So she just forced me to write then and there without putting it further. I was like, no, I'll write it when I get home. She's like, you're writing it now. So I just started writing, and I think because I didn't know what kind of a topic to put for the note, so I just put a emoji, which is a bearded man. That's what I
was distinctly clean shaven at this time and had been my entire life, mainly because I was scared that if I grew a beard, I had these patchy bits and that it wouldn't like join up in the middle.
You're putting your insecurities out into the world.
I'm just very comfortable doing that. So I immediately started trying to grow one again. The shaving stopped immediately after that first stage.
I just don't know. That's just... I have no comments.
Yeah. No, I made a lot of fun of that. I'm sorry.
It was just the photo on the notepad, and I mean, that's what I was into, I guess. And I just wrote, she made me write everything that I'm looking forward to in a man. And I don't think I have revisited it after a few months after I met you, but it wasn't like, obviously not 100% everything, but it is like pretty 98% close to what I wanted. And
Sam's there trying to grow a beard. Come on, you only have 1 month. Seal the deal.
You did a good job.
Thank you. What else did you put on the list
I can't remember, actually.
That's the thing, you only remember the beard.
I because we talked about it like many a times. I might sound like it's just so specific because she made me say specific things. When I say it's like kind, nice, you're like, yeah, okay, you want to be beaten up? Like, obviously, everybody wants a kind, nice man. Just be specific. What do you want?
Getting real.
Yeah. So she wanted like details. So I think one of them was like, so I wanted somebody who respects me as much as that they love me. So it's kind of like I didn't care whether the person loves me if they don't respect me. Mm-hmm. So I felt like, so that's one. It's very specific, but not detailed enough to be like, okay, this is the ways that I expect the respect. But
we have just finished watching the incredible medical Sherlock series House MD. I was showing it to Emasha. I've watched it for like the 5th time now, but there's the line which Amber says about Wilson, where she's like, with him, like, I've always felt I needed to choose respect over love, but with him I get to have both.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like something on your wish list.
That's a beautiful quote, actually, because you most of the time you just kind of like just like shove the stuff under the rug, saying it's like, oh, he loves me, it's fine. And then but the partner might do something so bad or like so stupid, and then you're like, if you'd respect me an ounce, you wouldn't do that. So yeah, there are so many things that I would get like the ick from if I don't get the respect. So that was out there and up there. And I wanted somebody who is close to the family, who respects the parents, and then who would love my family, and then would make the effort to make a relationship with the family. I wanted somebody who's taller than me, very shallow, who's older than me, so again shallow. But yeah, I had my reasons, and there was a massive list of, not massive, but there was a list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was over in Australia trying to grow a beard, and specifically went to like a barber's to like nicely shape the beard before I flew back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. And also like a little bit of a haircut too, but it was just like a very like blokey, rugged barber that I went into. I'm used to like a little bit of pampering, but I went in and the guy, he was like doing something to my hair at the back, and I was very self-conscious because I was like, whatever hairstyle I have is, you know, what our relationship's going to hinge on when I come back, because I need to have the best impression possible, right? And I was like,
I'm not that shallow.
no. I was like, hey, sorry, man, like, can you just tell me, like, what you're doing at the back there? Like, because I wasn't sure, like, you know, if he was doing something completely different than what I asked. And he kind of stepped up back and he's like, whoa, man, whoa, you're so, what's with you, man? And then all the other, like, customers and the staff are like, yeah, man, you're so fussy. Why are you being so fussy, bro? And, like, I was just like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Like,
so Australian barbers think that's fuzzy?
It was like the most like Australian dude place you can think of.
Sam
Yeah.
goes to an Australian barber.
G'day, mate. Why are you so fussy, bro? What you up to, mate? Just calm on down. Being a real kangaroo over there.
Yeah, put a shrimp on the barbie.
So yeah, I was not feeling so secure after that hair session.
Oh no.
But it was a great holiday. I got to meet my godson and his associated godsister.
It's so cute.
And it was great. My friends Heath and Bomb, who are amazing. If you're listening, I love you guys. Bomb especially
I love you guys too.
Okay, it's not a competition. Bomb was making sure, like very deliberately, I know, to take a lot of photos of me with the kids to make me look as paternal as possible. So we were trying to like get across the fact that I could be a great parent.
Yeah, I think you did a great job, Bomb.
Yeah.
There's a photo that I actually saved.
Straight in the ovaries.
That I saved. That's a photo with the two babies and you, I think in a park or something.
Yeah.
It was pretty cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
I was swooped.
I don't think we clarified after like the children talk, but both of us really wanted children. And that was like...
I don't think we want to talk about it right now.
Oh, okay. But I mean, it's like me not, me diverting on the date. We've done that to our listeners. Yeah. Now they're like, what did they want? Like, were they on the same page?
They can ask if they want to.
Okay.
That's if we have like 1 million followers.
If you want to hear whether or not we wanted kids, please
subscribe,
post in the comments. Join the Patreon once it exists, and we will tell you our child needs. I can't believe this is my life.
Why you can't believe it?
So where were we?
Okay.
I came back from Australia after going to some Gold Coast parks with Dad, having a cool time.
And Dad had hypothermia.
Oh my gosh.
Are we going to tell that on the podcast? Is he going to be upset?
No, I was just really worried about Dad because we went to Wet n Wild Water World, which is a great water park, but Dad is like a very long wait in line for one of the rides. And I think Dad just, like, the water on him just got to him because he started, like, just shaking uncontrollably after we'd done this chute slide that we went on. And I was really worried about him, but obviously he had a hot shower, like, had to change back into clothes. And he's like, I'm done for the day, but if there's anything else you want to do, no, any other slides you want to go on, you can do it. But we'd only just, like, gotten to the park, and all of the rides, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, require 2 people to be on one of those big flotation lilos.
I see.
So I was just kind of wandering around trying to get up the courage, and there's a ton of like high schoolers there, and I was trying to get up the courage to say to someone like, hey man, you want to go on the slide with me?
Oh my God, I'm glad you made it alive, with 4 limbs.
It's true. I mean,
without getting beaten up.
first of all, with my age, it would be extremely creepy and inappropriate. And also, like, I was also on the inside. It was like I was back in high school, like being that kid at the side who's like, oh, hey guys, does anybody want to be my buddy on the slide? Yeah, so it was Australia. Also, in much better category, there was a night where I did a video call with you on the balcony of our Gold Coast hotel, and Emasha had gotten like her goodbye letter, your goodbye card.
Oh yeah, a farewell card from my law firm that I was at. It was I did not want to open it by myself, so I waited for him to come on the call so we can open it together.
And that was just like another moment I fell in love with you like, again, because you're wearing I don't know, there's a cute like gold outfit with the lines on it. I'm not sure it was one of your Sri Lankan dresses.
I can't remember.
But it was very cute. And you'd waited like the whole day to open that letter to read it with me. And like I know everything we'd talked about, very serious, but it's still, you know, neither of us was entirely sure what page the other person was on because it was all so new. And that was just one of those moments, like the fact that you'd waited to open it with me was, yeah, I felt like that spoke volumes. And then I flew back to New Zealand.
Yeah, you did.
We had so many airport goodbyes and hellos in a very short amount of time.
That is insane.
Defined the relationship.
Yeah. So by the time we come back, I think there was a week before my departure, and I have already said goodbyes, and I have been packing. So Sam came to help.
Gowrie was so grateful. She's like, thank God you entered the picture, Sam, because I don't know if I can help her pack up another house.
So the thing about me, I moved a lot. So my idea was I am not going to buy any furniture until I settle down, in the sense like I don't know. I just did not want to buy any furniture when I was single. I just lived for 6 years.
You pitched it to me as the bohemian vibe, and it was very much, you had 2 very thin little mattresses that you told me you'd stack on top of each other just so you could like get some comfortable sleep.
Yeah, but that was a very, very it was a very sad situation. I wanted bohemian, but at the same time I would have bought a mattress if that's what I wanted. But I think I moved into the place, and a week I was looking up stuff to buy. On that weekend I got COVID. So, and then after I had COVID, so obviously I'm not going to be going furniture shopping while I was having COVID, and I was so weak after that, and I was not in a place to buy more furniture, so I kept being on the bohemian on the floor with thin mattresses.
You had a beautiful meditation corner going on.
Yeah, I had everything. Like the room was gorgeous, but at the same time there was no bed. This is no big deal. But then I decided to go back home to Sri Lanka. So what's the point of me buying furniture? So it ended up being a few months off.
And your usual tactic would be to like end the lease on a place, go to Sri Lanka to visit family, and then come back and find a new place. Like historically, that had always been your approach, right?
Because when I go to Sri Lanka, I go for a bit of a longer time. So I do not see why I should be paying for rent when I'm not in the place. So, and also my tactic was to have less stuff so I can fit all of them in the car in one go, or max 2 goes. So I would just pack everything, put it in a friend's garage or something. That's what I did with Gauri's. I left it at Gauri's place. And when I come back after a month, 2, 3, I find a new place. So Sam had to come and pack everything for me.
My memory of it is like Emasha opening her closet and all these dresses are spilling and going everywhere, and she's trying to hold this like writhing mess of fabric, and she's like, how could this happen? I'm anti-materialist.
I am anti-materialist. I don't shop that much. But I don't know, for some reason I get gifted a lot of dresses and outfits. I have a lot of clothes, but I don't think at least half of my closet are stuff that I bought by myself. So most of them were gifted or hand-me-downs. I do not buy like clothes. I'm not a shopaholic.
There's also something that I haven't actually talked about yet in the podcast. It's that at the time that I met you, I was suffering a very deadly medical condition.
Yeah, I remember this.
So I don't know when it started happening, but I would start getting an excruciating pain in my lower area. And it took me a while to figure out what was causing it, but it was whenever I had lemon juice, like anything acidic, anything hot or spicy, anything like soy sauce would cause it. Is that also acidic?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Chili.
In Chile. And I saw, well, the funny thing is my mate Nick I lived with is actually a doctor, and he loves the chance to try and diagnose a mystery ailment. So he was really interested in what the doctors thought and what his opinion was. And he thought it might be like a bowel syndrome where... No, it's a bladder syndrome. Gosh, very important to get those the right way around. So whenever I ate something, like it would never usually affect the bladder in that way, but it was like irritating it massively. But basically the experience for me was like intense pain, where I would basically be like crawled on the floor of the bathroom, like crying. And I don't say this for the sympathy. Interestingly, my mum read an article about a monk who suffered from something similar, and the monk said he thought what had caused it for him, after having really bad pain for like years, was some deodorants have that metal in them, that metal element. Is it magnesium?
I don't know.
I wish I'd researched this beforehand.
That's okay.
Anyhow, he said that was like, he thought that was a contributing factor.
Oh, that's why you...
While I was in Australia, I bought some deodorant that didn't have that. And like over time, like it did actually go away. I'd had it for a year by that point, I think.
Wow.
So I don't know, I'm all about backing stuff up scientifically, but I've been too scared to use another deodorant. So I'm just sticking to this theory. But the
funny thing is, like, you have a excruciating pain for spice, and you decided to date a Sri Lankan girl.
That was the thing. I'm like, on top of all the other obstacles, I was like, is this a sign that like it's not meant to be? Maybe I'm just not Sri Lankan enough for Sri Lanka, because my spice tolerance is like -50 right now. And that second date we had at the butcher's son, we had the spicy jalapenos.
Yeah, you told me that it was not doing well.
I was like lying on the floor afterward, like in agonizing pain, and then I was like, should I tell her? And I'm like, Sam, you can't hide this for very long. So, yeah, I was afraid that I'd be judged. I was a bit insecure about, because I mean, a lot of Westerners would be insecure about their spice tolerance comparatively, but I like, mine's not that bad. I feel like it misrepresented me. So, yeah, I'd been a bit concerned about that.
No, but I don't think eating as much as spice that we eat is not healthy anyway. So,
delicious though.
Anybody should be insecure about it.
But my spice tolerance has risen since then.
Oh yeah, he can eat more spice than me now.
just wanted to get that on audio.
Okay. Yeah, he has come a long way.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the Australia trip.
No, we're back now, and then
we're back now. And you're packing. We had the clothes. Yeah. Moved out. Oh, that was what I was saying.
I just got rid of a lot of clothes.
While I was helping you move the clothes out, I had a toasted sandwich that was laced with lemon juice.
We need to find that one again.
I know.
It's so good.
It was delicious, and I'm keen to eat it now that it won't cripple me.
That's actually a good point. We need to make a note of that.
Yeah. Anyhow, so it was just a complicated time, but I was very happy to help you move out, even though it kind of felt like I was packing up, my girlfriend's stuff so she could leave to Sri Lanka, possibly forever.
And I left to Sri Lanka.
Well, I feel like we're skipping a few things there.
What happened?
What about that time that I told you that I loved you?
That happened?
Hi-yo. Emasha was sick, not feeling very well. Mm-hmm. And I think since
Is this the day that I made you milk rice for your birthday?
That was great. I think it was around that time, yeah.
Okay.
Milk rice is delicious if you haven't had it. Would you like to pitch what it is?
It is, in Sinhalese, it's called kiri bat. Kiri means milk, bat is rice. So it's kind of like you cook rice with coconut milk delicious. And then you eat it with, Sri Lankans mostly eat it with sambal, which is like a salsa kind of situation.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good.
Spices and like red chili, and onions and stuff like that, which is delicious. Or you can have a sugar sambal, which is again onions like spiced up and then caramelized onion.
It's delicious.
So we eat milk rice to celebrate something most of the time. It's either a birthday, New Year's, a Happy News or something like that. So I made some milk rice for Sam's birthday.
It was so cool. And yeah, we just like had a nice chill brunch at the house just with you and my friends Emily and Josh. And then we did a great walk. I took Emasha and walked her around Brett Ave in Takapuna, Milford, which is where I was born. I was a house birth and kind of grew up there for my first few years. So it was really special. And the ocean's very important to me. And we're both from like a coastal area.
True. Are you not going to tell the story of the penguins?
We're
sidetracking a lot, I'm sorry. But
so when I was born, it was a house birth, and my parents were just lucky they found an amazing place they could afford, like right on the waterfront, Takapuna. It was like a student flats. This obviously would not happen today.
Unbelievable. The house that is there now is just like this $2-3-5 million house.
They demolished ours and built one that cost $14 million at the time. So I'm sure it's much more now.
Oh, dude! Oh my God, where do I live?
It's rambling.
It's like $5 million. It's $14 million.
It was just a lot.
Okay.
So
good.
Yeah. So like when there was a storm, the waves would crash against our windows. That's how close it was. And little puffy snowball Sam, is just like up in his high chair, just enjoying this incredible view.
Wow.
But when I
Must be nice.
When I was born, it was Guy Fawkes. So a lot of people would come along the beach there to watch the fireworks going off. And a lot of them would then like come up and knock on the door, being like, is everything okay? I think we heard some screaming. Because Mum was obviously like in labour. So all the people who were meant to have gathered there for my birth are going to the window and looking at the fireworks displays. I mean, like, oh, look, there's a big red one. Mum's like, hello, I'm having a child.
Focus! Give me attention.
So yeah, that was where I was born, where I grew up. And there's also a mystery in the house, which is whenever someone used the toilet and flushed it, there was like a weird, this sounds completely made up, there was a weird animal sound from under the floorboards. It would be like, and we would just like played a party game where my parents would get people to guess what animal was under there.
So how long has this been going for?
I think this was the whole time we were living there, pretty much.
What?
Yeah, I think it was a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what it was. Mum thought it was like a weasel or something, like a sad bunch of weasels, until we found out we were going to have to move out of that house. And builders went to inspect the foundations, and they found an entire colony of little blue penguins living under there.
Those are the ones crying?
Whenever we flush the pipes, there'd be like the noise in the pipes. They'd be like, ah!
Oh my God, that's so funny. Unbelievable.
One of them had like an injured flipper, so the bird lady took them in. There's a woman in Auckland who looks after.
Oh.
So they actually came to my class in primary school, and like that little blue penguin was waddling around the school carpet.
Wow.
So we kind of got reunited, yeah.
That's so cute. You guys lived in the same house. I mean, the penguin and you.
Yeah, we grew up together. He grew up to listening to my flushes. Anyhow, that's context. So I showed Emasha where that house was, where I grew up.
Yeah.
It was really special.
So I made you milk rice and
then that night we played some board games with friends, which was cool. You got to meet people. But you were sick, kind of coming down sick at the time. You were not in a happy place. And that's how I got to like show my quality by like looking after you and checking in on you.
The nurturing side came
like
out.
a sucker, fell right for it. So also since like almost the first week of dating, I had obviously Googled how to say I love you in Sinhala, because I felt like that might be necessary at some point in the near future. And I remember like even after I was like nursing you and checking in on you, then I went and I did some laundry And I was just like repeating it under my breath as I did the laundry, like just in case. Like that's how often I've been going over it. And then we had the conversation, you and I. And that's right, you said to me, like, there's something I've been wanting to say all day to you, but I keep stopping myself. And I'm like, what is it? You're like, I'm not going to say. And I'm like, what is it? You're like, I feel like you should say it first. And I didn't know if it was going to be too forward for me to say it, because nobody says I love you at the 3-week mark.
It was not even 3 weeks, I don't think.
I think, yeah, exactly. So like, I know I'm crazy because I'm like that, but I didn't expect to meet someone else who was like that.
I think it's 2 weeks.
Yeah. I didn't expect to meet someone else like that. So you said, no, unless you're going to say it first, I'm not going to say it. And then, like, taking a bit of a risk. Because I just felt like I was 90% sure that's what you were thinking, because I've been thinking it all day too. I said, mama o yata adari. And it was just like a gasp. It was like the best reaction. I think first you were confused what I was saying, because you didn't understand I was trying to speak Sinhala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and also I think that happens to us a few times, like, because nobody expects Sinhala from you, so like you're not expecting that.
Yeah, like, what are you trying to say in English?
Yeah, you're trying to understand that word that you're saying in English, and then, but you're saying the Sinhala word. That has happened. So that's not what I was meaning to say, by the way.
What were you meaning to say? Oh shoot! What were you meaning to say? I'm so embarrassed.
I was trying to say that the milk rice was my gift.
I think you're improvising. I think you were definitely going to say that. And you said it back. Which was like very happy. What were you thinking after that? Were you thinking, well, this has been fun, but...
Again, I was like, what the heck is going on? What have I got myself into? Sorry, it wasn't as easy and straightforward like you, because you guys have, I mean, when I say you guys, like in the Western world, like the individuality is like very highly respected. And if you decided to marry, I don't know, a penguin, your parents would be like, okay, but all right.
Yeah, they were never okay with that.
Okay.
Despite our close bond from our childhood.
I'll rephrase. if you whoever you decides to marry, your parents be like, all right, that's what you decide. Like, who are we to tell you no? But that's not how it is.
But did it make you happy?
It did. Please join us next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.